The reason why I got a minivan was to make it a camper. Now, okay, it's okay right now. I've made it into a camper, a basic camper, but I haven't gone into any great depths because I don't know what's wrong with this vehicle, and I don't want to put too much work into it or time if it's going to be a costly expense to fix this, as I may as well go buy another one and see how long that one lasts me, and maybe get a newer one, because this vehicle has, well, I can't really see because sometimes that light comes on and sometimes it doesn't. The total mileage of this vehicle is 200 and I know it's 206 something thousand miles. It's a 2002. So it's done a lot of miles for its age. But I've seen older vehicles with a little bit more miles on it. So it's not always how many miles the vehicle has done. It's how it was kept up with maintenance and how it was driven and all those kind of things that you just don't know. Now, this vehicle costs just over $1,000, and when I bought it, I knew I was going to have to put a little bit of work in it as time went by. But right away, like I said, the alternator just went. It's driving fine for a week, and suddenly all the lights came on, and it was making some funny noises because I couldn't get no power. Everything, I don't know, all the sensors must have just went crazy. And then I turned the car off, parked it, turned it off, and then turned it on about a couple hours later, and the battery was dead. Now, we charged it, but the battery went dead within seconds, like 30 seconds, a minute, it was dead. We did charge it, left it charging for about half an hour or so to move the car from A to B, and that seemed to be okay. It kept a charge. We charged it a little bit more after we got to where I was going, and that worked fine. And then we got the new alternator and put it in, and that's fine. It's been working good. Like I said, then the check engine light came on and stayed on. I did replace the gas cap because that's one thing that might be the problem, which I didn't think it was the problem, but it needed a new one anyway. So I kept the old one and bought a new one and put it in. I haven't tried disconnecting the battery yet to see if that's a problem. But there are a few things we're going to try before it might be the transmission. Now, I'm hoping it's not the transmission. I'm hoping because I lose a little power when I actually, when I start the car and I back up, I do brake and come to a full stop, then change gear and whatever. I do stop before I change my gears. It's just that it doesn't do it all the time. I lose a little power. I ease off. I take off slowly. I don't floor it or nothing. And once I get on the freeway, I had no problem. The problem was, when it did happen, it was between second and third. Or it might have been first to second. No, it's probably second to third. Now, that's because it's probably filthy. It needs some maintenance, cleanup. And that probably hasn't been done. Like I said, it's one of the sensors. So it will be getting looked at, and I will be having that done. I'm going to have a flush, air filter, and all those things as soon as I've done looking at the codes. So I'll be back soon of the reading of the codes.